And it's, they didn't mention that in the article I read, trying to look in there to see whether anybody had mentioned it, but, because that observation of the empty place is like 3,500 years old. or at least 3,000. Anyway, so they just know that there's this empty place, and because they measured all these buggers,
No, thank you.
and everything's moving away from us,
Can I get like a little sliver?
and they can calculate.
Like a little sliver of each.
A little sliver each?
Yeah. Please.
What the
You know, there's
cosmos
no
is
more
about,
whipped cream, right?
I'll take
even
a
though
little
they can't see
sliver of each.
all the photons.
Is that okay?
There's
Yeah,
no
that's
more
perfect.
whipped cream, you know, right?
Guys, they don't.
Good choice. And then I have to interrupt my thing to eat a slice of the.
And really, that's not a bad pie crust for being the gluten free.
No, it's good.
That's one of the better. It's a different brand than what they've had before.
I don't believe you. Hope
Yummy.
springs eternal.
I was going to say. Because I got your mom.
Now they know how the age of the universe, because they know how long the photons have been flying, and they just calculate it with all spotting
It's
each
like
of
eating
all
one
of
of
these
glasses.
in
You can
various.
also measure how far away it is.
Yes, and they
It's like 60 or 80 billion light years across. I looked it up the other day because I wanted to know.
well, if you think.
Because it didn't make sense. The stars that we see in their present position, that light, if it was stationary, it would make sense that it's 15 billion years old. But those, that light had to have started out 15 billion years ago, or 13. So how do they seem? How do they look like they're 15 billion years apart?
Because the star might not be that old. The star might have been the photons we're seeing from the star. Sometimes they'll see a new star.
Yeah.
A supernova, or a nova, or they'll see a star. Boom! They can see them in these little nurseries of stars. It's a big cloud, dense cloud, and then there's a gap around this tiny little point of light. And that star is fairly recent. So that light has to be less than a good deal less than 13 billion years old.
You have like most of the light we see is
Anyway,
millions of years, not billions of years.
I think there's some
Not
cranberry
much
juice
is
left.
that far from us.
I gotta sneeze.
God bless you.
Like the new stars, by the time we see them, they're usually a million years or so
yeah,
years old.
by the time you see them, they may have exploded.
And there's another theory that the
they're
speed of
almost
light
Oh, I
isn't.
hate when they.
There's
Okay,
another
do you want
theory.
water or cranberry
The
juice?
speed of light isn't
Water?
constant. I haven't read that one yet.
It's constant, but as it goes through that void, I was talking about the empty place, it doesn't lose speed, but it does lose energy. It's like climbing a hill, because what happens is that the place is empty, so that means there's no other particles there.
resistances.
There's nothing banging at it or drawing it. What happens is you have this mass over here, then you have the empty place, then you have this mass over here where it's not empty. As the particle goes into the empty place, the mass over here is farther away than the mass here. So the mass here tends to, with gravity, to slow the photon down, or to act on it. But since the speed of light is constant, it doesn't change the speed; it changes the energy of the particle. Because so it goes the same speed, but it loses wavelength. It loses.
Oh, I see.
It loses energy,
Oh, thanks.
and that reflects in the wavelength. So part of the problem they have when they're thinking about this stuff, age of the light hitting us, is they have to think as it going through an empty place. Most of the empty places are insignificant, but there's this one big one. Although they think there might be another one. They're still looking at this. It's all fascinating.
Oh, it is really fascinating.
And then, as the light particle goes through the empty space, it starts to get closer to the far side of the empty space where there is stuff. It speeds up. It doesn't speed up. It
gains
gets more
energy.
So
Because it
its
doesn't
speed
change.
remains the same. Color changes.
Yes.
The wavelength.
It just
changes.
it gets more. It gets more energy instead of speeding up. It gets more energy.
It's a particle and a wave at the same time.
Yeah. It's a what they call it's a quantum thing.
It's like if you have a sound wave You have a low 60 hertz wave.
Did you want?
And you
I
add
didn't. I
energy
didn't.
to
I
it.
didn't drink out of it. It's up to you. I'll get you another one.
I can get one. Oh. I'm sorry.
Like if you have a sound wave
somebody.
and it's at a sound wave at 60 hertz, but you add energy to it, the speed of sound doesn't change,
Right.
but the frequency
Pitch
does.
changes. The pitch, right.
Pitch changes.
But if it's a more powerful signal, it goes farther.
Farther, but not faster.
Because it's got a
Right.
bigger
Yeah.
Farther
amplitude.
and not faster.
Right.
Because it's got a
I'm
higher
just,
amplitude.
I'm just trying to
Right,
reconcile.
amplitude, right.
So the decay, you know,
I'm just trying to
it takes
reconcile.
longer to
just
decay.
trying to reconcile that.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot, in many ways, it's not intuitive until you understand the quantum mechanics.
Because the EM waves are perpendicular to each other.
Your mom's going out to go get the food.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Oh, sure.
Did you eat?
Yes.
Mm.
At your place?
Well,
No.
I don't think we can rightfully credit you with the dessert because as soon as you came, we got dessert. But
I can get credit. That's okay.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Your dad and his yogurt.
Yeah,
I made yogurt this week.
yeah, he did. Well, the bacteria made the yogurt, but he was supervisor. Mmm,
Sounds like a
wonderful.
job.
So do you have to work tomorrow?
No.
Good.
I actually have all next week off.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Vacation.
You going somewhere?
Well, that's
Nope.
nice.
Not going anywhere. A staycation, yeah.
You don't want to take your
Staycation,
electric
I like
car
staycation.
for drive across the country?
Mm-mm. It only goes 50 miles on electric anyway.
Well, that's what the gas is for.
Less than that on the highway. Oh, thank you, Mom.
Mmm. Natural
Got
choices.
driveway.
Steak.
I'm gonna be picky.
Cranberries, mashed potatoes.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, those are good cranberries this week.
Which one would you like? Cranberries or mashed
On
potatoes?
the bottom.
The puppies, the
He's
dogs,
like,
they
me
know.
too.
Cranberry.
All the
Yeah,
toxic
sorry about
olives are
sorry about the olives there. son.
Oh, and there's
What
some.
olives?
That's my point.
That's what he said.
There were no olives.
That's right.
These are not the olives you're looking
Yeah,
for.
that's right. Oh, great.
Do you want? There's white meat and some dressing. I'll have to get that out.
Yeah, well, let me
I love
get this turkey that you gave us.
These are not the olives.
You do not need olives. These are not the olives you see.
Move along.
Move along. Very good. That's right. That's the tagline.
Mom.
Yes. Oh, thanks.
Is there any zucchini appetizer?
Yes, I think there is.
Yes, there is.
You got any zucchini appetizer?
So here you got
Salad.
girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
He's asking about
Yeah.
zucchini appetizer.
Salad and
Nuke it or stuff it in the oven there. Well, anyway. Cowabunga.
there's a salad. I'll just leave it in there.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
And then just dish
you.
out stuff.
Put the hot stuff on the plate first so we can heat it in the microwave.
Oh, I already put my pickles on there.
Here we can't.
That would be
we,
interesting.
wouldn't be able to-
Hot pickles.
we can't take them off.
I'll just have to eat them.
Yep.
Dang it.
Tight lid.
I noticed.
See, they don't put electricity in the cars that really need it, like trucks. Or
Yeah,
big
they're
cars.
starting to develop.
Yeah,
They're starting to develop hybrid trucks. And,
They
But
did
it's
the-
tough 'cause
did
they
the
need
little cars
torque.
too.
yeah.
need-
Well, electric engines have the
No,
torque.
you
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
lots of power.
See,
But
See, we're gonna look
for a
at
long period of time.
one of the things
Yeah.
that we're thinking of looking at
Because
is
they're going up
after
the
they
hills
perfect
and-
the hybrid Pacifica for my next car.
They still make the Pacifica?
It's now a minivan,
Are they
but it's
making
They have it as
Yeah,
a
it's the
hybrid.
first one.
The first minivan that's a hybrid.
Oh, okay.
But see, all I want is a little helper, just to get up a hill, so I don't have to give it extra gas or pull away from a
That's
pull
there's the
away from a
dressing.
stoplight or
Stuffing.
something like that. So, because those are the points where you really use the gas. When you're cruising, you don't really.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
pretty
have to,
efficient.
yeah, we're gonna be checking out to my mind, in my mind, I've narrowed the thing down to the Pacifica or the Tesla. Depending upon,
There's a
Which
lot of
car
good
goes?
hybrids out there now.
I'm sorry?
There's a lot of good hybrids out there now.
Yeah,
Toyota came out with one of, was it the Highlander?
Yeah.
Might be a little bigger than what I want for 2 crates.
We've had the Rev 4
but
for a
still,
while. I think.
Yep.
a little bigger is better than a little smaller.
Well, the RAV4, I can't get
hybridized?
2 crates in. They made it smaller.
They have
It
hybrid.
used to be
Yeah.
long, I could, but now I couldn't get 2 crates in there.
You take them with you when you go shopping for a car. The crates.
Yeah.
Crates
You know,
of tape
you
or
might as
tape
For my
measure.
birth, yeah,
If I can fit
absolutely.
this in.
Yeah.
For my
Get a
birthday,
tape
a lot of
measure.
times we go up to the auto show because it's
Yep.
about the time, and we take the measurement of the crates and
Uh-huh.
and a tape measure, and we go, and I
And
have a
the
little
gravy.
chart on gas mileage
Mhm.
Yeah.
and cargo space and what I can get in
Absolutely. Speaking of that, when is the auto show?
around my birthday.
March.
You remember
Yeah.
end of
6th.
February,
Okay.
1st of March? No.
What I'm saying is, wondering if you knew the exact weekend.
Usually
the first week in March, isn't it?
Usually the end of February because usually we go up for my birthday.
Yeah, her birthday is the 26th of February.
27th.
27th. I always get those confused.
And our anniversary is
'Cause
March 6th
Evie's is the 24th
of
of
July.
July. And I used to date a girl that was the 27th, and then Susan's the 26th.
I'm the 27th.
And it was reversed. See, I get myself in.
You gotta watch yourself. See, I've never had that problem.
But anyway,
Neither.
it's one of those things, and then, exactly a week later, unless it's this leap year,
Yeah, our
we
anniversary.
get our anniversary. So, if I screw one up, I'll get the other one.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's quite kissy.
I know he was getting mad because I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't bend
Yeah.
down. He started whimpering.
Kai is
One of my friends has 2
is
beagles.
a touchy-feely kind of puppy.
Ballistic whenever
He's
I
got a
show
very
up.
good nose.
They know a
He
good
has
person.
to sniff everything.
Boy, I used to live with them too when I first got off the tour. I lived with them for like a year, and then when I moved out, so every time I show back up now, they go ballistic because they know they can always get pets from me.
Did you finish the mashed potatoes?
No.
They're in that lunch.
You could,
You could.
You could.
if you want.
That's okay.
As I say, then my
Yeah, you
container
got
wouldn't
plenty
go
of
home with
stuff,
your
you got
mom.
plenty of
Oh.
stuffing there.
He's already got
that's-
half a plate of
Yeah,
starch.
yeah.
Yeah,
plenty
that's
of starch.
that's the starch right there. Oh, geez.
Well, I'm so
All
glad that
this-
you came up.
Yeah.
It was a nice surprise.